I'm here. I'm just happy to be here, happy to be back with the Steelers, man. I love playing here and be able to do it another year. I'm excited for it.
What did they tell you about the timing of it and kind of why now they decided to make that move?
Man, you know, the older you get in the league, this year 10, man. So if I can get a little break and then come in and be able to fly around and be ready. So they kept in great contact with me. That's what I love about the Steelers, man. They keep in contact and let you know the real. And they said they were going to bring me in, and they made it happen, man. I appreciate it. I like this organization. I'm excited to be here.
You didn't want enough of a break to miss Camp Latrobe and then come in, or you
Nah, man, I'm a worker, man. If they would have told me to come in the day after the season ended, I would have been there. But I was just going with the flow, man, and just making sure I'm ready when my time comes.
Marcus, why was it a good fit for you last year, and what do you think your role would be this year?
Man, I don't really worry about the role. Right now, I'm focused on just getting here in camp. This is my day 2 in camp. A good fit is, man, it's Pittsburgh Steelers. Outside linebackers fly around, make plays, and that's the type of player I am, man. And whatever role I get, I'll be ready for it, just like I said last year.
You look like you really got into it with backs on backers in your first day. What was that like, just kind of getting back in the groove and hitting right away?
Just playing football again, man. You know, I ain't hitting the wow since last year, but football always football, man. So I just keep it simple, get out there and go at it, man, and compete. And that's what camp about, competing, and that's what I came here to do.
So while they were doing OTAs, what were you kind of doing to keep?
I was working out, but, man, I did a lot of hanging out with my son and my daughter, man, having fun with them. My son was working out with me every day. I started to feel a little retired, man. But it was cool. It was cool, man, just to hang out with my kids a little extra. But it's even better just to get back here, and they'll be able to watch me play this year.
How old are they?
My daughter, she 7, my son 9. Okay.
Marcus, you took a trip to Mexico?
Yes.
During the offseason?
Yes.
What do you think about that?
I love Mexico, man. I went to Tulum this time, but it's always fun going to Mexico, man.
Fans looking forward to your season with the Steelers.
Yes. Thank you, man. I'm looking forward to seeing all the Mexican fans. They're great. I remember playing out there with the Cardinals, man. It's a great place to play.
Marcus, what can you bring just to the outside, behind guys like TJ Alex?
Man, just really, TJ and Alex, great players, man. Even Nick, a great player. He's up next, working hard every day. Me, I can just come in, man, and do my role, man. Come in, go hard with those guys, compete every day, work with those guys, and just push each other to get better, man. That's what we do. That's why I really wanted to come back, man. It's just playing with Alex, TJ, and Nick, man. Them some great young dudes, man. And just to be able to come back and play with them, man. It's really fun playing with those guys.
That time away that you had from the end of the season until now, have you noticed a difference in Nick in the way whether it's the way he prepares or just the way he's playing right now?
He's going to be ready, man. That's what he is. He came in ready. He came in. I told him as a rookie, man, it seemed like you already been in the NFL. He just put the work in, man. It ain't too many guys that come in that young and put the work in. He old school with it. He come to work and put his helmet on and go to work, so that's what I love about him.
Was last night maybe the most button pushing you've seen from both sides in one of those individual one-on-one periods when you guys got in the corner of the end zone and the backs on backers?
Nah, man, it's early, man, in camp, and that's what it is, man. The guys want to get nasty and get to competing a little bit, but I done seen worse, man. It's just part of camp.
Did you keep in touch with him while he was away?
Yeah, I kept touching him a little bit during the offseason. So he's just a great guy. He's a great player. He's an OG. He's been in this league for a while, and so having him just adds a lot of value to our defense, to our team.
So it's no surprise then that he was signed back.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's awesome having him back.
How important is it to have somebody like that understands a role and willing to kind of do whatever for the team?
Yeah, I mean, it's important to have selfless guys like that, because ultimately, if you got a bunch of selfless guys on a team, that makes a great team. And he's someone who knows the system because he was here last year, and so having him come back, is big for us.
Nice to have a guy like that, especially, like maybe if you or TJ have to take a break or take a breather, that he can come in and continue with what you guys do out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like I say, he's someone who knows our system, and he's been in this league for a while, so he knows the game, and so having guys like him and Nick be able to come in and make a lot of plays for us is going to be huge, just like last year. So I'm just very excited for it.
Was last night as feisty as you've maybe seen some of those one-on-ones get?
It was me. It was very feisty, but it makes us better. Competition makes us better, and that's one thing Coach T just loves to see. He loves to see us getting after it, loves to see the competition, and so ultimately it's iron on iron, and it just makes us better. But it definitely got feisty last night. It was cool to see.
How has camp been for you personally, just as a whole?
Yeah, I thought it's been a good camp so far. Feeling good. Going to year 5 now. It's crazy. It's like every year goes by faster and faster, and so body feels well, and so I just think it's been a good camp so far. Just got to keep building.
I was going to say, how much of that chippiness last night is trickled down from Mike and the chirping that he likes to do when you guys carry your pads, as he likes to say?
I mean that's just a drill, that gets chippy because it's one-on-one, and it's the backs on backers about getting past the guy that you're going against and get to the quarterback, and so I think it gets chippy just because of the nature of the drill. But everything we do is about competition. That's something that he wants us to be competitors, because ultimately this game the biggest competitors league, and so he just wants us during this training camp time to be able to build that in us.
Did he say anything to you guys before that, or was it just kind of happen naturally?
It happens naturally. I mean, like football's an emotional game, and so things happen at times, but. Like I said, it just makes us better.
You and Darnell seem to have a bit of a rivalry going on right now. How has he improved from last year as a blocker with you guys matching up all the time?
Yeah, he's definitely shown a lot of improvement. He's going to be huge for us this year when it comes to point of attack blocking in the run game and also making catches in the red zone, just wherever in the field. But he's a guy that's going to be huge for us, and so it's been awesome to be able to go against him. See him getting better and better every day.
How's he making you better as a competitor with the things maybe you're able to learn from? He's a uniquely tall guy.
Yeah, I mean he's a big tight end, probably one of the biggest in the league. And so going against him, helps me because I'm able to work, power moves against him and stuff like that. And so being able to go against guys like that, just like I said, it's just the iron is sharpening iron.
Hey, how important is Nick Herbig on that position? Because the depth of the rushers.
Yeah, he's huge. Nick's been getting better and better every day, and so I'm just excited to see what he does this year in year two. Everyone knows, he came in and made a lot of plays for us last year. He's going to do the same this year, so I think it's just so important. And I love the depth that we have in our room.
Alex, is some of that chippiness, maybe a little extra intensity that you're seeing from the offense this year?
I mean, I think just overall, it's just going back to the competition part. It's an emotional game, so just having those drills really just it brings out the emotions in all of us, and it brings out that competitive nature in all of us. And so that's why Mike T has us doing those drills is because of to bring out that competitive nature within us.
What have you learned from Justin?
Defense as a whole, last year you guys were 6th best in scoring. Are there areas you feel like you guys can take even another stride forward and become more of a that?
Yeah, I mean, we want to be the best in every area. And so whatever areas that we were not the best in, we want to continue to get better in that area. And so I think for us, it's just about being physical, playing fast, playing smart, having good communication, and just being consistent. I think that's one thing that we can take a step in is being more consistent this year. So that's like where we're going so far as a defense.
What have you learned where you can get better? Just kind of being better and being around this a couple of times. Where else can you improve heading into this year?
Yeah, for me, just being more consistent. With my production, I feel like, and also just continuing to get better just throughout this camp and continue to refine my moves. And so I think for me, coming to year 5, I feel like I'm more of a leader now. And so just continue to use my voice and help these younger guys be the best versions of themselves.
What have you learned from Justin going against him in the 7 shots and then some of these team periods?
Yeah, I mean, he's fast, that's for sure. But he's been balling so far, and so I'm just excited to see the way that he's been getting better every day. Like I said, about him being fast, I took a bad angle on him on a read option play, and he got outside me for a touchdown. So he's a guy that he's very unique in his talents, and so he's going to be a huge asset for us.
Was that the one where he threw up the peace sign to you guys as he went into the end zone?
Might have been. I can't remember that.
As far as the linebacker position, the inside linebacker Patrick Quinn right now, he moved to defense so fast. How does he help in defense?
Oh, I mean, he helps so much. He's a guy who's a veteran in this league now. He's year 5 as well, and so he's a baller. So just having him is just huge for our defense. He brings a lot of sharpness to our defense, and he brings a lot of energy and juice to our defense. And so we're just excited to have him as part of our defense, and now on our team instead of against our rivals.
Going back to some discussions about Fields, I mean, you guys have a lot of mobile quarterbacks in the division. You see Jalen Hurts this year. Is there some silver lining to seeing him, or some advantage to seeing him so much in the team setting?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. It's like you said, we play a lot of QB mobility just throughout the year, especially in the division. So I think it's just going to help us overall as a defense.
For you, is there anything that you look to improve on during the offseason? Is it about adding maybe another move to your repertoire, or is it more about fine-tuning, the pass first moves that you have in your
It's really fine-tuning and adding a couple, but more it's just fine-tuning and just getting bigger, stronger passes throughout the offseason.
Did you notice any difference in how offensive tackles were playing you throughout the season last year at all?
Yeah, I mean, I know something, for me, it's I've always, pulled out my spin with a lot of guys, and so I see different tackles adjusting that in different ways, and so just trying to figure out different ways to throw that at guys, and so, but also just refine the moves that I already have.
How much does it help having Deshaun take you under his wing?
He
said you basically stayed with him the night before you guys drove out here, and he said you felt like his son a little bit.
I don't know what that last part now, but that's my brother. I mean, when I got here, he took me under his wing, he helped me. And knowing that I play corner, so he just make sure to let me know all the differences at safety and being there every step of the way to let me know how to read the game faster.
What have you started to learn so far just about the style of defense the Steelers have and maybe the attitude that you guys want to bring on that side of the ball?
Oh yeah, physical, man. And people told me before it's gonna be one of the hardest training camps. I was like, it can't be too much harder than college. Cause college they run you through the dirt, but nah, it's hard. And I think that's what makes the team so good, having that physicality every year. For fall camp, it brings the best out of you.
You embrace that kind of camp like that?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that's the best way to do it. Not having an easy way out, or just getting the best out of you. Because you're gonna get the best out of somebody over here. They isolate you, and then we tackle in. Every time we have pads on, we tackle in. We going hard every day. So.
Has Tomlin been coaching you pretty hard as a rookie?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, he got to, transition, so he got to be hard on me, so I can help grow. They see the best out of him too.
What buttons does he try to push with you when he's behind you in a drill or in your ear?
Oh, just being physical because I play corner, and he feel like some corners might not be physical, but I'm trying to show him that I am.
Maybe he'll put you in backs on backers then if you're playing a little down linebacker.
Might.
You have a fair amount of experience playing special teams at college level. Have you started to, see that as a possibility for yourself here so far through camp?
Oh yeah, most definitely trying to make my way in the new kickoff rule, trying to show my talents out there, and then being out there and gunner.